It is great to have you back here at Coinceras channel. Dear everyone, rewinding to the past, a meeting was convened by Ripple 6 years ago. It wasn't, however, a chance encounter. The wave was just a ripple. Imagine for a second the absurdity of a blockchain-based corporation hosting a summit of global central banks. More than 20 of them were flown in from all around the globe to discuss how cutting-edge tech is powering the next wave of payment systems. This link no longer exists. There it is. No way can you even visit it. They took it down. However, every year, the biggest names in the financial sector gather at the Ripple Summit to discuss this new technology. Yes, we are already talking about the payment system of the future. Holding banking seminars for the world's major banks by a blockchain-based firm like Ripple is absolutely insane. Wow, that's really wrong. So, why does that matter now? Because as of 2023, we know that hundreds of central banks are still talking to Ripple. More than 20 different governments and central banks have communicated with Ripple on CDC initiatives. More innovation, adoption and revolutionary use cases all over the globe are on the horizon thanks to today's release of CDC platform upgrades. When it comes to CDC initiatives and collaborating with the biggest brands in the financial world, Ripple is light years ahead of the competition. A revolution is also upon us, and we know it. I don't think it's necessary for me to inform you that a simple Google search may reveal how many central banks are investigating CBDCs or may be involved in their future iterations. Worst part, nearly all of them, 93%, are dormant engagements centered on CBDCs. However, by the end of this year, things will be moving much more quickly when we examine Europe and the acceptance of MiCA. Why? What is the purpose of my cosmetic bag Europe? Why am I bringing it up? Since we are still investigating the Digital Euro Association, this does not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Ripple is involved in the digital euro. No, this is a European-based firm that focuses on the data behind CBDC stablecoins and other crypto assets. They are making an effect, and it will be significant. Plus, it's all just a matter of getting used to the way these things function. And digitization is their whole emphasis. With the digitization of the monetary system advancing and the impending significant changes to the system over the next decade, we even have a quote here. It will be a few years before this entire monetary system undergoes major changes, but yes, that is true. At that period, the liquidity cycles and the bull and bear markets will continue as before. Nothing significant is going to happen in the next decade, so there's no need to sit around and be disappointed. In such case, no. Yes, we will continue to generate a substantial profit from the sale of old coins. However, the coming decade will witness the most significant shifts in the external environment. And those shifts will be facilitated by Ripple and even Xrp. That is my firm conviction. In addition to having already informed you, I have also conducted research on the subject. In addition to that, when we examine the DA members, we find Ripple, Xero, Euro, and Dollar. Here at the HBAR Foundation, we have some silver members who are RTGS Dog Global. Among the bronze members are Circle and a handful of other well-known businesses and financial institutions. Keep this essential group in mind. The Digital Pound Foundation is no different. Streamlining the push behind the technology that is actually reinventing the wheel around the monetary system, especially in these huge areas like Europe or the UK etc., are these big personalities and organizations. Now, aside from this, the reason I bring it up is because there are other things that have repercussions related to the euro or even collaborating with the ECB. This from 2019 is technically available as well. It was June of 2019. Oh, sure. Hello, I am Stella. The European Central Bank and the Bank of Japan are working together on this study. About 5 times in this section, we have emphasized Ripple as an example of a private sector project. And this is how ledgers communicate with one another. The one that was selected is the large one. On the other hand, Ripple has created Xcurrent, which links banks through a worldwide system of member organizations. Ripple netting built on top of ILP, Xcurrent facilitates two-way communication between all involved parties and the synchronization of payments across all ledgers. They do bring up Swift in conjunction with Swift GPI, but it's no secret that Swift isn't used for messaging or settlement. Messaging is all they do. Thus, Ripple offers clearing and settlement services, including those related to messaging. As a result, I avoid mentioning Swift in discussions on Ripple on-demand liquidity or Ripple payments technically, since they lack the essential clearing and settlement functionality. All they have is messaging, which isn't going to help with Ripple's clearing and settling of valuable things unless they solve the messaging for Ripple. I think that's fantastic. There was a 5-time reference of Ripple, though. You know, they even cite the original work. However, it is within these chosen private sector activities that the ripple effect is most prominently displayed. Am I missing something here? Take a look at what the ECB is collaborating on, for example. It merely serves to highlight the magnitude of Ripple, though. They were still a part of the Digital Euro Association back then, and they still are now. They have not yet concluded negotiations with any of the 20 or more central banks or government agencies. They are also present at these important gatherings. In 2023, there was an event involving the European Union (EU) and blockchain technology, sustainability in both the public and commercial sectors, Ripple and Renew Europe. It follows that they remain. They are continuing to collaborate with Europe. May 24th is also the date of this event. The Union is in this state. We need to know the benefits and drawbacks of blockchain legislation. Store Outright will also be there, and this is all with Ripple, who is hosting the panel. Europe forms the immediate and central focus of this. Plus, there's been a major revision to this article recently. Back in 2022, this was first uploaded. The most recent revision was made in May of 2024. On May 18th. The trend towards quick payments is really picking up steam in Europe right now. Ripple is responsible for this. So, in case you are unaware, Smoke Dog deserves a lot of credit for this. Our goal with the SEPA update from Ripple 2 was to streamline instant payments in Europe with Crypto Hint, and we plan to do this by growing crypto-forward solutions like Ripple's crypto-enabled payment solution. I simply wish to shift this so that we can take in the entire scene. Therefore, I will explain all that is written in this post. We are excited to simplify fast payments in Europe after reading this first. The second installment of the Payment Services Directive, which was implemented in 2016, aims to further boost competition in the payments industry. It expands the scope of existing directives to include new payment types and services, as well as improved customer protection and security. Additionally, the European Payments Council has made strides in this area through the SEPA Instant Credit Transfer System, an update to the original SEPA program that aims to alleviate data and cost issues related to Euro payments. At the very bottom, we have solutions that are part of the growing crypto forum, such as Ripple's crypto-enabled payments solution. This opens up new possibilities for instant payments to more PSPs, as it frees up working capital by doing away with pre-funding and complex background clearing mechanisms. The video ends there. The channel would be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe and like it. Coming up shortly, farewell.